Greetings, pod fans! Recently I made a video of painting my first ever Drake Marine, which obviously is a space marine that is coloured like some kind of a duck. I made him look like Darkwing Duck, and honestly I think it turned out pretty well. As a person who's fairly new to painting, I'm very happy with this. There are some glaring improvements that I would like to make. There are certain things that just look a little bit cakey, but yeah, I want to wait until my skill is a little bit better before I go back and do some touch-ups or even attempt to salvage the little bits that I'm unhappy with. Overall, very happy. But what does this mean? This means it's time to start on Drake Marine number 2. And when I think of animated ducks, there's only one angry, incoherent, bad healer that comes to mind. And that is Mr. Donald Fauntleroy Duck. Yeah, his name is genuinely Fauntleroy. For this I was looking at the available options, and nothing, for me anyway, really screams super angry duck other than a man with a giant gun pulling out a second gun. Looking at reference images to figure out what colours to use, I think it's going to be fairly easy to convince people what he's supposed to be. Like, a lot of it just lends well to the Space Marine model. Beacon boots orange, pants and most of the helmet white, the vest, backpack, sleeves and the top of his helmet blue, and I've got it written here somewhere, yeah, then some red for the Aquila, or the skull and crossbones on his chest, and yellow for the accents. It's going to be fairly easy, I think. So, let's begin! Today I will be using a fair few paints. To be exact, it is Corvus Black, Corax White, Trollslayer Orange, Calgar Blue, Phalanx Yellow, Corn Red, Mechanica Standard Grey, Dryad Bark, Fire Dragon Bright, Xandri Dust, Lead Belcher, Administratum Grey, Mephiston Red, Dorn Yellow, some Agrax Earthshade, and some Nuln Oil. Most of the time was taken up with the base coating to get the orange, the white, and the blue to show up. For some reason, just especially the orange and the blue, I had to do a number of coats just to make sure that they evenly covered the black, because I wanted them to be bright and nice and show up. So this took quite a fair amount of time. Once I had done all of kind of the base colours, I moved on to a little bit of highlighting and a little bit of just touching up. The kind of the last steps were the Dorn Yellow to highlight the ordinary yellow, some Fire Dragon Bright to highlight the bright, or the other orange, and then just fixing up little bits, adding some metal. I didn't really know what colour to do the gun, so I just did a normal, metal colour. So, there was nothing that really screamed Donald other than just an actual gun, because, little known fact, he wears that uniform because he's a vet. The boy was in the Navy. So yeah, real good time. I had a lot of fun picking out colours, figuring it out, and just learning a little bit, and using the shading. Not as much. I think on the Darkwing Duck I put Nuln Oil all over the place on all of the metal parts. This time I only kind of did it for the gun and stuff like that, and then the Agrax Earthshade for the boots and the pants to make him look a little dirty. So yeah, now I'm going to show it to you. I hope you're impressed. I'm impressed. I think definitely just looking at it you would you know, if someone didn't know that it was supposed to be a duck, they might squint at it and go hardly. But I think it looks a lot like Donald Fauntleroy Duck. So here it is. Yeah, I think he looks cool. That's probably the closest I'm gonna get. That was an attempt at what are you talking about? My name is Donald Duck. I hadn't tried that before I started recording. So yeah, that's my Donald Duck impression. You're welcome. I assume that's what you came here for. So yeah, 2 models painted for the Drake Marines. I've got one more at the very least in mind. There are others I just need to look at them, look at their colours, and figure out what animated ducks could join the squad. But I think they look pretty good together. Especially, I only noticed it when posing them for this picture. They're both kind of just pointing in the exact same direction. One is holding out a gun, the other is reaching for the same gun. So yeah, a lot of fun was had. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let's see if we can do it again. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, let me know. And yeah, thank you very much. Have a nice day, and slán.